Hello people, this is GentleStroke again. I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in forever, but school's been busy and I've been busy, and actually I've been kind of lazy, so that's another issue. But I think I'm going to start off this video by showing you where I sketch and oftentimes what I like to do when I sketch. Maybe a couple tips and tricks for maybe when you want to start sketching. So when I sketch, I like wearing my favorite pair of jeans and my favorite sweatshirt and fuzzy socks. And I also go in my room and I just sit on my bed. This is my favorite spot for sketching. I do not like tables because it hurts my hand a lot. And oftentimes too, I'll listen to music. And if I'm going to be honest, I cannot draw unless I'm listening to music. That's my issue, because I like taking that emotion from the music into my art. So today in this video, I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks that I use for my own drawing, which I love a lot. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's finally get into it because this has been taking forever. Okay, so my first tip is to probably wear comfy clothes because it will make you feel nice and relaxed. If you're wearing very, very uncomfortable clothes, you'll be like super antsy in your seat and you won't be able to focus on your art. So that's one thing, which is why I'm wearing all my comfortable clothes, and it's what I love. So find your favorite pair of comfy clothes and just kind of chill. So my next tip is actually listening to music. I love music. I'm even asking for like a music player for Christmas because all my stuff hasn't really been working. So I've been using like a Chromebook right next to me and like plugging in my earbuds and just like searching for music on YouTube. And some artists I love is Grace VanderWaal. She has such amazing songs. People like Dodie Clark and Billie Eilish, those people that kind of put their emotion into their music. And especially for me, I love sad music when I'm drawing because you can feel that emotion while you're drawing and it kind of just empowers you. And music is so good. It lets you figure out maybe what you want to draw. Maybe sketch out the character or the story that song is telling. Like Grace VanderWaal's Moonlight, it's about a girl with depression. Maybe you can capture that and turn that piece into something that has more feeling than maybe just a regular drawing. So my next tip is actually based off Sketchbooks. Your first page. Yes! It can be extremely daunting. Like when I was going for my first page, I was so daunted. But what I did is I first did a little watercolor. As you can see, I just was like, I'm bored, so I'm gonna draw a little bit of watercolor on another like watercolor sheet of paper. And then I did some little bit of calligraphy. I've been trying to get into calligraphy, and I honestly think I'm doing pretty good. I just started trying to figure it out a couple, like a week ago. But I'm asking for like some calligraphy pens for Christmas. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do better calligraphy because this is just done with pen. I've been filling it in. So that's one thing. For your sketchbook, I would always add a start date so you can see how long it took you for the sketchbook. Maybe put your name. I just put GentleStroke mainly because I don't want to reveal my identity to you. Then I have my sketchbook and always add some color to the page. This first page was kind of boring, but I thought it looked nice and pretty, and honestly, simple can be better than more complex art pieces. My next tip is that you do not need good materials to make good art. Honestly, this is a very good sketchbook I got just from Staples, and honestly, I love it. And it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $9-10. But another example for this is this was made out of like the kid watercolors, and it still looks beautiful. But I know, like, for some artists, maybe you don't have the budget for that. And honestly, you can save up to get more expensive supplies. I'm saving up for a new watercolor, so maybe this will become more high quality instead of what it looks like now. But that's one thing I struggled with, is I thought that I couldn't make good art just because I didn't have good materials, which is completely wrong. I've been using this mechanical pencil for a long time, and it makes just as beautiful art as maybe other things do. I drew some live art, and I just used a mechanical pencil, and as you can see, it made some beautiful stuff. There's this dude right in front of me, and I was like, you know what, you're in the perfect position for drawing, and it worked. And then I also did more art here. This page isn't really filled up. My sketchbook hasn't been filled up that much, but I drew a hand and then a corgi. I'm still working on doing better corgis because I really love them. They're so cute. So next tip is to, if you have a window in your bedroom, open up the window. It lets in so much natural light. As you can see, I have mine open right now. But as you can see, it leaves beautiful lighting, and it kind of adds a calming effect to the area that you're working in. And maybe you can even draw from nature, like you see a bird and you're like, oh, I want to draw that. Then you totally can, and it would be even more amazing because you can look out at nature. I live in a desert, so there isn't that much nature, but I still like the light coming in. But if you live more like in Oregon or more of those foresty places with like the pine trees, you can work on drawing pine trees. And yeah, so draw from nature, open up your window, let the natural light in. You want to draw in the most calming area because you don't want to be stressed while you're drawing. And I know that drawing in public does that a lot to people, or drawing right in front of someone. That happens to me all the time. My mom's looking over my shoulder while I'm drawing, and I really don't like it because it makes me feel stressed that, oh my goodness, if I don't draw something good, people are going to judge me, which isn't true. When you see someone drawing and they're just drawing something terrible, do you really in your mind think that, oh my goodness, that is so bad? You're more like, oh my goodness, that person is talented. You know, like they could improve on some of these things, but really they are excelling for what they can do. So my next tip is to find a message and then draw it. Honestly, you can find a calming message, a spiritual message, a happy message, a sad message. But honestly, if you find a quote, that's something I will do a lot. I'll go on the computer and I'll search up inspirational quotes. I'll look at them, especially if you have Artblock. This is an amazing tip for Artblock. I'm going to make an entire new section for this of tips. Artblock. Look at Inspirational Messages. It helps so much because it creates like a little theme. And once you find a good quote, maybe you draw a picture on it. Or you can maybe, if you're feeling sad that day, make up a quote. Make your feelings into words. Kind of like you're writing in a journal entry, but maybe, I don't know, add some inspiration to it. Like if someone was struggling with the same problem as you, what advice would they want to hear? And you can just throw it into your artwork, and it will help you improve so much to get better styles and to draw better. So I'm just going to talk on Artblock just real quick. And I know tons of artists struggle with this. You know, you have that month where you're so empowered to draw and you're just you're just able to draw everything and you have that amazing good month. But then the next month you're not able to draw anything, and that's normal. Honestly, I go through phases like that where I can draw one month and then I can't for the next. And it's very hard, especially for some YouTubers, because that's their job. And honestly, it can be extremely hard for people to overcome it. So there's a couple tips I have. First is look at the inspirational messages. Look at maybe other people's artwork and maybe try to recreate it. I did that once and it helped me so much because it opened up my mind to more possibilities. And that's a good idea. Go to another YouTuber's art channel that maybe you admire, turn on their videos, and then try to recreate some of the artwork that they're doing that you really love. And then another tip is just to look at sketching. Look at sketching ideas and animals, like pictures of animals, and try drawing them. There's this one website, I don't remember what it's called at all, but it gave me like 100 ideas of what to draw. And they're just simple things like draw a chair, and it helps you improve so much. Just these simple things will help you widen up your imagination. Ooh, I yawned. That was nice. Hope you don't yawn at home. But anyway, it helps so much. It helps you have that easy way to improve while not having to think of what to draw. So that is all I have for this video. If you are having any other questions or maybe you want more tips, ask me. If you have any thoughts like overcoming art block, maybe I can make another video on it and find some more quotes to maybe insert into the video to give you some ideas, maybe some music that I thought were cool that you may be able to listen to. But I'm so happy that you were able to join me today, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't lose hope if you have art block, and always, I want you to try these tips and comment down below if they helped you in any way, and I hope you're able to improve. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the notifications button. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and it helped you in any way. I'm hoping that the next video I'll be able to maybe do a speed draw or maybe do a tutorial. I wanted to do that for this video, but I just didn't have enough time to prepare it. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and have a great day and great Christmas, because that's coming up.